Welcome to News Watchin'. I'm Gabby Hurlbut. The Cleveland Indians were eliminated from the American League Divisional Series Wednesday night. The Yankees will move on, ending Cleveland's season. Christopher Fauci is live at Progressive Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Chris?
Hey, Gabby. Yeah, it's all heartbreak here again. It's the second straight season where Cleveland has collapsed. They lost 5-2 last night. This is the two games. I got this. I can do. Don't get. All right. They lost 5-2 last night to the New York Yankees. See, I don't even know what I'm. This is the second straight season that they lost to the collapse, and let's take a look at the highlights. Here's Didi Gregorius up for the second time, hitting his second home run of the game, extending the Yankees' lead 3-0. Cleveland would later score, making it 3-1. But they weren't dead yet. They make the score 3-2, making it a bit closer. That's the end of the night for CC Sabathia. David Robertson comes in and gets a ground ball, ending the inning for a double play. CC Sabathia loves it, dip and all. Later, Hicks comes up and bloops in a single that's booted by Jackson, allowing Hicks to advance to second. Brett Gardner comes up, drives in a run, making it 4-2. The ball's thrown in. Lindor boots it. Frazier's heads-up base running allows him to score home, extending the lead 5-2. Cleveland fans are in disbelief. Chapman comes in, closes the door, and that's the night for Cleveland. That was all. It was an uncharacteristic season for series for Cleveland. They dropped it, and they made 9 errors in the entire series, 2 in the last game. Gabby?
Chris, with the second playoff collapse in 2 years, what are you hearing on the state of Terry Francona's job safety?
I believe that he's going to be safe. He's going to be back next year. They won 102 games this year still, even though it was a disappointing end. They won 22 in a row. It's not the end for Francona. He's a player's coach, and he will definitely be back next year.
Thanks, Chris.
Reporting live from Progressive Field, I'm Chris Fauci.
Coming up next on News Watchin', an in-depth interview with a 103-year-old vegetarian who says it wasn't worth it. Stay with us. Welcome to News Watchin'. I'm Gabby Hurlbut. The Cleveland Indians were eliminated from the American League Divisional Series Wednesday night. The Yankees will move on, ending Cleveland's season. Christopher Fauci is live at Progressive Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Chris?
Thanks, Gabby. Yeah, the Indians dropped the game 5-2 against the Yankees tonight. It was a tough look at the. It was a tough game for them. They lost. It's the second collapse in 2 years. Last year against the Cubs, they were in the World Series. They were leading 3-1, and they lost in Game 7. It was not a good sight. Fans were heartbroken, and they are again this year, not even making it to the World Series. Here are some highlights of the game. Here's Didi Gregorius coming up. Second time, hits a 2-run home run. Second home run of the game, extending the Yankees' lead 3-0. Cleveland would later score, making it 3-1, and then they weren't dead yet, making the score 3-2. The score, CC Sabathia's night was over. David Robertson comes in, gets an inning-ending double play to end the inning. CC Sabathia loves it. Later, Hicks comes up, bloops in a single. It's booted by Jackson. Hicks advances to second base. Brett Gardner then comes up and drives in a run. Bruce tries to get the ball in. It's booted by Lindor. Heads-up base running by Frazier. He scores, extending the lead 5-2. That's all the Yankees needed. Cleveland fans are in disbelief. Chapman comes in, closes the door, and that's all she wrote. Yeah, it was an uncharacteristic series by Cleveland. They made 9 errors in the entire series, 7 in the last 2 games, leading to a collapse. It wasn't pretty. Gabby?
Chris, with the second playoff collapse in 2 years, what are you hearing about the state of Terry Francona's job safety?
Well, he vows to be, wants to be back next year. He says they're going to be stronger than ever. They still won 102 games this year and won 22 games in a row, which is incredible. I believe he's going to be back next year. He's a player's coach type guy. He's going to be back. Chris Fauci reporting from Progressive Field.
Thanks, Chris. Coming up next on News Watchin', an in-depth interview with a 103-year-old vegetarian who says it wasn't worth it. Stay with us.